Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Right now I'm trying a bit of other things, help improve performance in Company Heroes 2, such as trying to not do it in windowed mode. Just trying this out, small changes. Looks like everything is getting online. Yep, time to activate the live of chat windows. There we go, everything should be online. Give me a moment to check my other computer. And looks like everything's good. Actually, I need to turn on a light above me. And there we go. I think everything's good to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh wait, something I just remembered as well. Somebody did submit in a replay into me. It's a 4v4, so I'll probably do that one second. Next page, I've told the fan. That one. Here we go. Send to me. Text. Download. Gotta turn off the macros. Let him type. And there. Run back the macro. Oops. Can't play that type of file. Oh boy, it tends to bug out if that goes on. Oh yeah. It says there's .rec file. It tries to play it in that player, which is not good. There we go. Sorry about that. I forgot to do something, but now I think I am good to go. So, let's actually get started. First, I'll start with a 1v1 to get warmed up with. And let's go ahead and get started. Definitely will restart the game to start before starting a 2v or 4v4. Oh, YouTube subscription. Welcome to the channel. I still need to figure out a way to list all the YouTube subscriptions. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the north side is the OKW force. We got last, comma, or apostrophe, smile. Spawn on the north side or south side as the red, so it's got Damon. Looks like Trumpires did do a bit of vaulting there. And got the combat engineers heading over to this point here. Double combat engineer into tier 1 of tier 2. We do have a Kupovagen for the Okuda player, going for tier 1. I do like this build opener, double combat engineers. Combat engineers are a good combat infantry unit. They are actually good at both at close range and long range. I don't ever feel bad deploying them in the field. A flamethrower is never bad as well. Though this may be the one maps where flamethrowers are less useful due to how wide open it is. Shroom Pioneers laying down a bit of barbed wire there, or some fortified barbed wire. Reinforced steel barricade. Which technically, most of this game is not actually barbed wire, it's actually razor wire. Though actually zooming in, that looks like barbs rather than razor. There is a difference between barbed wire and razor wire. Razor wires are effectively razors, rather than barbs. Big shocker. But also, barbed wire is meant to, the bars are designed to hook and grab onto stuff, whether it be on mostly clothing, not very pleasant on skin either. Razor wire is designed to cut. Means if you enter it, you're going to be in a world of pain. And the big circular pattern is also known Constantine wire, when it comes to, at least when it comes to razor wire. Penal Squad does get a bit of volley on the Shroom Pioneers, but looks like they largely took a little damage there. Shroom Pioneers soft trading away. Not a great engagement spot there for Shroom Pioneers, but behind heavy cover makes it still quite adequate. Eyeing to capture the VEP now. Another Penal Squad on the build queue. And Shroom Pioneers can close the distance. Penal Squad decide to stand and fight. Does pick off the Mauser, takes some damage there. It may have been better for him just to stay and fight behind the heavy cover there. Now the Volkswagens get a bit of damage here. He's trying to back out off, which he does. Wait for the other Penal Squad to advance forward. Two Engineers push forward. One took a bit of damage upon the advance. Throws a Sea Grenade there, so regardless of not Shroom Pioneers or the Engineers win or not, that is quite a big expenditure of resources there. Volkswagens taking a decent amount of damage there. This Engineer needs to fall back sooner rather than later. Does fall back a little bit on the later side. He possibly could get wiped out there. Will result in the Volkswagens to lose the fight. Volkswagens are more likely to lose this fight now, and did expend a lot of missions there. At least a lot at this moment in time. Penal Squad is trying to focus on the Volkswagens, so a bit of a late response there. Does eat it. The Engineers will win out, but barely. And these Penals are quite wounded. He's going for the Penal Squad rather than go for medics, I understand. But feels like medics could be a good call as well. Plus, he can just stall out to the guards, since he's gone for the guard rifle combined armed tactics. Penal Squad may take out the Kupovagen, but may not. Up north, we got the Engineers, of course, being forced back. 2 members, both wounded. Easy win for the Volksgrenadiers. I want to see medics as the next item for the... sorry for my microphone. For the Soviet player, he could really use medics on these guys here. And as I mentioned before, I think medics could have been a good call rather than going for the 3rd Penal Squad. Then he could just eye for some guards instead. Guards are good journalist infantry units. So are Penals, but less journalists because they don't have access to... Can be upgraded PTRSs, but it's generally an upgrade you should generally avoid. And looks like the Okuda player is throwing all his munitions at his opponent. He does get singed a bit there, but he will lose his fight. He can a little bit too happy with the Incendiary Grenades. They have not been paying enough, doing enough work to really warrant it. I'm sure to fall back there. Wounded Penal Squad in the fuel sector. The cutoff sector is being captured, so you should just retreat this guy back sooner rather than later. He will get the fuel point captured, but he may get wiped because of that. Got the Shroom Pioneers closing on in. He's a spot where he may need to hit a retreat button now. Good call there. Retreat back sooner rather than later because of the Volkswagen on the retreat path, and they will do some work. I think he can probably be down to 2 members. Here the Kupovagen engages something. It looks like he does manage to skip out 3 models there. Engineers not being upgraded at the moment. Penal Squad just getting some light cover. And throws another Incendiary Grenade there. He does dodge it a bit more successfully that time, but does get splashed a little bit still. Another Volkswagen on the flank. Volkswagen to fall back, so both of these squads there. And we've got quite a bit of fire there onto the Kubwagen, which may go down here. Gets an engine crit and does get the wipe there. Volks fresh health Volkswagen there. Going for a sniper. I really think he should go for medics.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Salvaging the Kubwagen now. Cutoff sector has been re-secured. We've got now the penal squads advancing. Volkswagen could eye for this garrison. Soviet sniper on the field.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
And Volkswagen is trying to lay down some sandbags now. Penal squad advancing into this garrison. Not a great garrison. One window on this side, two windows on this side. Of course, the other side does have a door, which means no way spot to fight out there. Archers do take a bit of fire there. Sniper connects with the Sturm Pioneers. Another sniper shot there onto the Volksgrenadiers. Now the Penal Squad advancing, taking a lot of damage while moving. Penal Squad, of course, prefers to be at close range on long range. Does drop a model first, but the Volkswagen now drop a model as well, and got especially one for To the Last Man. So it'd be equal. Could have stuck it out a little bit longer there, but the Sturm Pioneers probably a good idea. He did retreat back earlier. Puma on the build queue. Gone from Mechanized HQ. Fear Storm could allow him to get the Opal Blitz. The Puma. Expecting his opponent going for a T-70. If the Soviet player sees that Puma before he gets out the T-70 field, which doesn't have tier 3, then he should just skip the T-70. Because the Puma is purely anti-tank. It has a coaxial machine gun, but that's not that great. Penal Squad does take a bit of damage there, getting triple teamed by these Volks. Sniper course firing away, 3-4 kills now.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Press STG spawn in the field, and the Puma has been spawned in the field. Take pot shots against the sniper. And the Soviet player should not even worry about even blowing out PTRSs on his Penal Squad. The Puma is not a high priority thought. It could just be best if he just ignores it. Sniper should still be a bit careful. I think it does have anti-sniper bonuses. I honestly don't think so though. The precision shot ability, the aim shot ability, is 100% accurate for the sniper, so this is an anti-sniper tool right here. Horsepower versus 1. But as best the Soviet player just outright ignores it. No PTRSs. Maybe at most a squad of guards for PTRSs. That's it. Going for tier 3, good idea. Don't need to go for T-70, don't need to go for Su-76. And probably should get a good idea to not go for quad. The Ukraine player is still not selected. Doctrine has a pair of Jagdpanzer Boltons. I do like the Jagdpanzer, but with the Puma on the field, probably a good idea to not really need to go for one at the moment. Should I for the Panzer IV or a Stuka-Safus? As a half track here, this could be for the Battle Group HQ. I think if he should go for the Sheer Panzer Quarters and I for the Fear Storm's Opal Blitz truck to get medics in the field. He has a squad of Penal PTRSs. I do disagree with that. The Puma is just simply not worth it. And a sniper does get a good shot there in the Sturm Pioneers, and probably should just back on off, knows about the sniper in the area. And could probably put away the Minesweeper, has so far swept no mines. Sniper does get one more pick there. Volkswagen is pushed forward. The lack of medics is starting to present itself. Okay, the player does get Veteran C5 healing over time. Of course, that's Veteran C5. A little bit of a tall order at this moment in game. But right now, the Soul player does have now less 300 tickets. Okay, player says a full 500. Pino Peter says push way forward, but there's too many Volt Strings here to really push forward like this. Could see Incendiary Grenade here. Pino Peter is going to get ripped apart by the Volt. Goes Incendiary Grenade into the garrison. And the Pino PTRS squad just needs to fall back. Does have, of course, 3 guys remaining, so his PTRSs are up and firing. I think the Pino maybe eyeing throw a Sapphire Charge there. It does get inside. The garrison is at full health, at least the garrison itself. But there's way too much firepower here. Fall back there. He does actually go for a T-70. Sniper needs to fall back. T-70 will get a good shot there. I don't think the T-70 could win the duel, even if it does get the first 2 strikes in. The T-70 has 40 damage. The Puma has 80. Does it have 80 or 120? Does take a couple good pens there. I think it's 120. Because I can't remember how much health it actually has. I have my own mod stuck in my head as well.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
I think it is 120 in the...
Forces are capturing our supplies.
Picks up a flamethrower there. So the Shumpai has picked up a flame, or not a flamethrower, or a flame warfare, just a flamethrower. Yeah, I think it has 120 health damage per shot. The 3 shots is 360 damage. I think the T-70 has 400 health? Yeah, 400 health. Gets one-shotted by a Telemine. Now the math is starting to come back to me. We have a blob of Soviet forces here. T-70 has been fully repaired. He has now enough fuel for the Shira Panzer quarters. Put sorry eye to placing it down. That's the Puma there. He has got the battle group HQ as well, so we have all 3 HQs, which could mean he could go for the King Tiger. Probably not a good idea to go with the King Tiger. So a player could just save it for the KV-1. The KV-1 is incredibly useful, incredibly strong versus the Panzer IVs, as well as definitely nearly bulletproof versus the Puma. Not mention very bullet resistant for how many pens it can take, as well as how many bounces. Does jam the turret there, but the problem is he didn't move, so the turret is still in the proper angle. Pino PTRS plinks the Puma a little bit there. Volkswagen is pretty forward. Turret still jammed, getting some repairs there in combat, but not hitting the compensator's mode, getting ripped apart. Does fall back there. T-70's turret's no longer jammed. It is a timed effect. Panzerfaust, I think, is firing, but I think he killed the gunner of the Panzerfaust gunner. Getting some good damage here. Flamethrower getting some good AoE. So is T-70 getting hit by high explosive and high flame. MG34 firing against the Pino PTRS there, but the T-70 will dissuade it from existing. MG34 will fall back in time. Puma will get a good shot there. Does get another turret jam. I think one more pen could take him out.
God's troops ready for action.
Squad of guards in the field. So at this point in time, I don't think it really needs, but they're always quite nice unit to have. T-70 has gone down to the Puma.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
And now the Puma's not going to be very useful. Maybe a satchel charge by these Penals.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
No satchel charge. Another Penal squad skirmish around. Looks like all the Penal squads are fully on back.
Guard rifle infantry
Sniper
squads
does
are
get a
now
good
available.
shot there. Guards, rifles, being upgraded DPs now. That Volkswagens are quite in open ground. No negative cover there though. I think a lot of maps had negative cover with outright
Lines are being
removed.
cut.
Sniper does strike some of these units. Ooh, there's the aim shot onto the
Troops
sniper.
have been lost.
Like I said, it's 100% accurate, at least versus not retreating units, so he snipes the
We
sniper.
are losing territory.
This is the one part where the Puma can deal snipers, is this ability here.
We need to re-establish our supply
Mechanized
lines.
Armor Compagnie now being employed in the field. I want to see a KV-1.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Though I can be dissuaded for Su-85s and T-476s and for Katyushas, everything else there are actually still good options. He has enough fuel for a T-476, just needs more manpower. Should suggest maybe if I think there's enough manpower, he could probably eye for the KV-1. Su-85, of course, is very good for anti-armor, which is also a pretty good support unit for the KV-1. You got the tank and the DPS.
The sector is at risk.
And of course, Katyusha is of course the Katyusha. Sandbags now being built, Penals and Guards advancing. Guards will find the MG.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
And we do have a strafing run being summoned. It's part of the entire squad.
Double your efforts. The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Puma getting plinked by the PTRSs of the Penal squad. This Penal squad is entangling with the Volkswagens. Incendiary grenade there. Both these squads will probably need to fall back soon. Guards firing away. Penal squad still trying to plink away. Almost wiped on out. Does get aim shot down the guards. That probably is not really worth it. That's an expensive build to use against guards. Yeah, 45 munitions just to take out one model. Pretty expensive. Against sniper, that makes sense, because of the squad wipe. Guards did not pick up the MG34, and probably shouldn't. Volkswagen to pick up the MG34. Penal squad there does fall back. Almost enough fuel for a KV-1. He also canned by ML-20, which I always feel the ML-20 just always feels lacking. Especially versus the
Territory is
Katyusha.
falling into enemy hands.
I have the men ready.
A sector has been cut off.
Units, of course, being healed on up. Volkswagen is capturing up the cutoff sector. And Steel Pioneers to capture this point as well. Overall, it feels like the Okinawa player has been doing very well this game. And now we do have a KV-1 on the build queue. The Okinawa player could counter out with a Jagdpanzer. He has enough resources for it. And he's going for the Jagdpanzer, which honestly, if I was an Okinawa player, I probably wouldn't be eyeing a Jagdpanzer. He sees the doctrine that has access to guards, has seen a strafing run there, so if he's aware enough or remembers what doctrine's opponent's gone for, to be fair, it's somewhat hard to tell what Soviet doctrine they've gone for, seeing it's these doctrines are not too notable from each other because you saw guards and a single strafe. And of course, while you do see what doctrines your opponents do have in their lineup, it's just that sometimes it's a little bit hard to remember. but the Jagdpanzer will be good versus the KV-1, but is durable enough to withstand quite a bit of Jagdpanzer damage. Jagdpanzer does, of course, have increased reload rate, as well as speed and rotation. Can see a grenade thrown, he does avoid it. KV-1 advancing. Hans-Faust won't do much, does get a turret jam there. The flamethrower squad could take time to repair up the damage. The hull mounted machine gun is still a pretty good weapon. Use it. Yeah, Jagdpanzer does strike the KV-1. Like strikes the KV-1, but it was a bounce. Jagdpanzer does get another pen there onto the KV-1. Now got Penal Squad along the flank, but he will get overrun by the Volksgrenadiers. And now we do have, don't remember what doctrine he's, don't think I actually explained what doctrine he's gone for, but he's gone for Elite Armor Doctrine. So heat round's a pretty good weapon for the Jagdpanzer. He's also going for the 2-2-1, and maybe I'm for a 2-2-3 to lock down some resources.
Supply sector under attack.
And this other player's going for the sniper. I don't think a sniper is a good idea.
We are awaiting orders. I have the men ready.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Sniper now deployed on the field.
Enemy forces are
And we
attempting
do
to
have
capture our
landmines attempting
territory.
to be established. Penal squads, PTRS penals, and guards advancing. Volksgrenadiers do fall back there. KV-1 is advancing, does take a bounce there. We may see another aim shot, but he's consuming a lot of his missions this entire game, particularly in the insignia grenades. So he's a little bit lacking there, but the Jagdpanzer doing excellent work there. Maybe we're gonna just he can go save up his missions for more aim shots, or he could eye for some heat rounds, whether it be on the Puma or the Jagdpanzer. Probably better go with the Jagdpanzer.
We have fallen to 100 points. Do not let this trend continue.
Over here, Penal Squad gets behind some bit of heavy cover.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Volksgrenadiers do fall back there. Incendiary grenade thrown does eat a little bit there, as well as there. And got right of frag by the guards. Guards, when you start falling back, they're getting ripped apart. He may get wiped out there. He does get wiped out there. Penal Squad does fall back there.
We are losing
And the
supplies
Puma's
to the
taking
enemy.
some pot shots there. Puma's does almost efficiency 3, which will give him increased mobility and weapon potency. Not sure, that's definitely not damage. I wonder if that's pen or rate of fire.
Standing by.
Oh, there's a landmine there.
The enemy is taking what we have
KV-1's been
secured.
paired on up. He almost in the field for another KV-1. Good pen there on the Puma. Aim shot utilized. Jagdpanzer slow to response. Does get a shot there. No heat rounds, no conditions for it. Zions just fall back there. Folks straight forward. Flamethrower squad needs to fall back. And now I do have the KV-1. Does have 3 combat engineers for repairs, quite a bit. 138, and he's what, 145, right? Yep. And the Oakland player could go for a Panzer IV. Or don't think it'd be a great idea to go for Jagdpanzer. He does have all of his buildings up. Maybe stressing for a King Tiger, maybe Sturm Tiger. King Tiger may be a little bit too far away, so Sturm Tiger. So, or no, not Stukas and Foos, fighting against mobile infantry. Another KV on the build queue. And is going for another Jagdpanzer, so he does have proper anti-tank against the KV-1s. A little bit too much, but it is being successful, and he's doing already very well throughout the entire game with anti-infantry. Alpinos are effective anti-infantry units. The Oakland players are simply just doing the game better. The Soviet players also has a large reserve of munitions, has not been spending it enough. The Oakland player has been throwing a lot of munitions, particularly in the form of cinder grenades. Another pen there by the Jagdpanzer, now it's cautious movement. Bounce there on the KV-1.
The KV-1 heavy tank is on the field.
Good pen there on the KV-1 again. Your armor is somewhat exposed. Taking some more hits there, backing off for the Volksgrenadiers. And even Puma got a good pen there. And does get abandoned there. Volks could have quickly grabbed it. Competition to quickly repair it. Jagdpanzer misses the KV-1. KV-1's now advancing. Got a straight run now being pulled out of the Soviet player. Volksgrenadiers will get ripped apart. Does not provide out there. Nice turret chain there. KV-1, he needs to crew the KV-1 to get its gun firing. Or send a miss there. Recruits KV-1, the Meissen squad doesn't need to fall back. Yeah, Panzer shows plenty of health. Main gun destroyed. Puma takes it out. And looks like the game has been paused, suggesting to me the Soviet player has actually backed himself out of the game. As Angry saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Alright, nice little warm up for me. I do have a 2v2 or a 4v4 that was submitted to me. I'll do that next. I'm just going to take time to restart the game client because it's Heroes 2. VRAM bleed is still a bit of a thing. And with it being a 4v4, I want to make sure everything's good. Now spectate, replays, and there we go. Greetings everyone, Angry here for another Couple Heroes 2 replay. This one was submitted to me and it's a 4v4. Spawn on the north side is the Yellow Brits. We've got TR Scooby Jew. Wonder if I'm going to put that in the title, but then again, 4v4 is a little bit too long for a YouTube title. Spawn as the Blue Soviets. We've got Spoonerino. Spawn as the Cyan British forces. We got Makes Raketens great again, which right now they're statistically the same as what's it called, Pack 40. So I always feel like they miss more often. Spawn as the green USF. We got TR Yo Kizzy, I think. Spawn as the red Wehrmacht player. We got Shit Chicken or S Chick Yen. Spawn as his OKW ally. Got Misha Krinkov. Spawn as the orange Wehrmacht. We got Cat Power, since Cat's all capitalized. Assume it's going to be the Cat Machinery, which is Cat is short for Caterpillar. And spawn as the last Osh-tier player, we got Lika Do Miros. Butchered that well enough. Gonna be 4v4. I'm also gonna try to avoid clicking between the players. After all, clicking between players tend to cause some lag spikes, and 4v4 should be particularly bad. So I'm gonna try clicking as minimally as I can. We do have the magenta OKW player has gone for the Fear Stern. We do have the fortified armor by purple. And orange has gone for German mechanized doctrine. Green, of course, has gone for airborne. Blue has not selected doctrine. Yellow has gone for the mobile assault regiment. And blue has not selected doctrine. And I'm probably going to miss them when they do select them. MG42 firing away over here. We've got also an MG42 to support the MG42. Grenadiers have a bunch of bullets whizzing above their head, but it's from his own side. Be careful. Mortar firing away. I see three Wehrmacht mortars on the field. Soviet mortar MG42 firing away. MG42. Maxim MG. Kuvok heading over here. Do now the Universal Carrier. Gets hit by a mortar and load up some recovery sappers. Keep an eye on Red. Oh, this is only Wehrmacht players or Axis player in general has not selected that doctrine. Over on the left side, you have the Pioneers engaging the combat engineers. He does fall back there. Kuvagen pushes way forward a little bit there. Pioneers began some good heavy cover. And this mortar last struck the attacking location of where the Maxim was. But this one, other one's hitting them where the Maxim is. Pioneers advance way forward. We'll find the Soviet mortar. And repair seconds may try to cover it. No, they're going to eye for a mortar in placement. Grenadiers assigned for heavy cover to fight behind. Good, solid heavy cover. Because he's getting hit by a lot of sources to disintegrate even behind heavy cover. In 4-2, lighting up the Universal Carrier a little bit there. Maxim falling back. Oh, got a flank Grenadier there. On the right side, we got a bit of smoke there. Smoke out the Vickers. Only half of it at the moment, looks like. We also got a British mortar there deployed out by Doctrine. And the Soviet player has selected the defensive community tactics. And looks like Science selected the mobile assault regiment, as they even red not selecting a doctrine. I think fortified armor would be a good call from getting out an elephant. Good mortar hit there on the recovery sappers. You guys still have a good repair rate. Grenadiers falling back a little bit.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Conscripts do take a bit of damage there. Ooh, great mortar hit there on the other conscript. We will need to get some medics out relatively soon. This is going to be bad. Ooh, I knew one of those mortars was going to be good. It sounds like there's 3 mortars in the field for the Axis players. Double hit there. Could have been more one mortar fired up high, the other mortar hit low. That's actually a firing drill capable by some artillery pieces in modern days. I think ones with variable charges. You fire the first shot up high, the second shot more medium trajectory, and then the third shot a bit lower. And it is possible to have 3 rounds connect relatively at a similar time as well. There's a name for that firing technique, but I don't know what that is on top of my head. That's actually something that can be done in real life. Pathfinders do fall back. Got a fresh 251 half-track golden field by Magenta. Or no, that's just straight up purple. OKW is Magenta. Ooh, getting hit over here quite a bit. A lot of players need a lot of medics. Good splash it in the MP42. It needs medics or medical supplies. Nice Soviet flare. And we got this Max sitting up there trying to capture up this strategic point. Does take the aim shot ability there, the sustained fire ability. 55 caliber sniper firing away. Over here, you have now the intersections moving forward, hitting the Volksrangers a little bit. There is negative cover here, barring the craters. Oh, flame half track, very nice. So, and the British do not have access to heat grenades, or at least on their intersection, unless they're playing my mod. Starts to fall back there.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Shot up there. Looks like the cover sap's getting splashed a little bit there. And looks like the intersections there are getting bathed a little bit. Bathed in fire. Over here, just a bit of smoke there. Very nice. And looks like over here the Vickers is blinking away. Looks like got a Vickers inside this garrison there. AoE splashing, AoE suppressing down the Sturm Pioneers. Have a munitions bullets, munitions truck there. This also acts as ambulance and forward reinforcements. I'm pretty sure it can take a bit more abuse than a ambulance as well. I think it has 320 health, as well as the ambulance is just 160. Engine 42 firing some incendiary rounds onto the universal carrier. Many mortars hitting the mortar and slow smoke rounds. Conscripts getting immolated. 2-2 firing away. Conscript squad does fall back along the Conscript squad. Do have quad half track there. Pathfinders advancing. 50 cal. Do have that squad getting wiped out. Panzergrenadiers getting suppressed. He does back away from the Panzergrenadiers to allow the to avoid the bundle grenade, but he does recover suppression. 50 cal soft treating away. This is currently crewed by Pathfinder models, which have increased reinforcement rate, but does have self-spotting. Two does take a bit of damage there. And the Pathfinder's now falling back there. We got a fish gun placement getting completely destroyed there by a Panzer truck shot. Multiple grenadiers here. We've got the M16, Soviet M16 firing away against the Grenadiers. Notice the Grenadiers are soft treating away. Over here, we have now Panzergrenadiers getting suppressed by the 50 cal. And a good splash hit there on those Panzergrenadiers. Over here, Lig and M34 firing away, suppressing down this entire group. Lig gets a direct hit there, getting some good hits. Got the power technical smoke there, with a pretty bad and bruised beaten. He needs to back on off to get medical supplies distributed. Heard half track taking fire. Do have another half track followed by purple. So maybe going for a double flame half track. And Allied barrage there, mine detected here, so Soviet landmine got swept there. And the intersection squad does fall back. Not a problem. You can always check the the video after the stream as well when you ever have time, whether it be because you need sleep or have other things to do. Because, well, let's be frank, everybody wants to do everything. Like sleep. I wish I could sleep a bit better. I've been having insomnia for a couple years now. Grenadiers now advancing. Great mortar hit there on the conscripts. Rock grenade will wipe them out. Called it before it landed. I just knew it was going to happen. Premonition. I have good premonition when it comes to mortar and rifle grenade shots. Rifle grenade there. He will avoid it. Splash minimally. 2-2 and flame half track straight forward. Look at a bit of rope bang there on 2-2. Panzerfaust does connect on the quad half track. 2-2's on fire has fire. There's a quad half track beats 2-2, but has the armor exposed and can hit, but does get run away by the 6-pounder. So the quad half track will escape. Don't think the flame half track can finish off, but possibly could. Over here got NP40 Volks Grenadiers advance way forward. Grabs himself a Vickers. May grab himself a mortar. Commandos throws a Gamma Bomb on top of the mortar. Eats it pretty badly there, but there's a smoke there to cover. Way too wooden to push forward in my opinion. Does fall back there, trying to salvage it, lose that squad entirely. And takes that smoke grenade there. The mortar has been salvaged. Grenadiers are inside a slit trench there. I'm not sure who built it. Could Jason's position suggest to me a British slit trench. 6-pounder strikes the bunker there. Over here we do have now the combination of medical bunker and command bunker there. Now exploded. Now is a culmination of pile of rubble. But then again, there's not much rubble there. Centaur pushing his way forward. Bit of damage there onto the MG42. Panzerfaust connects, but no flare, or not flare, snare. Now it does get snare there. Incendiary barrage onto the board HQ, getting barrage quite heavily there. The Serum Doctrine is one field, and Red still has not second Doctrine. I still believe the Fortified Armor Doctrine is probably the best way to go. An Elephant would be very nice to support all their teammates' 18th tree. Though an Elephant does take a bit of time. 6-pounder has been recruited, gotta focus it down, taking quite a bit of damage from various sources. One more pen's done for, but he is being immolated. Like a good strike there, could smoke up the 6-pounder, but I think he does escape out of there. Mortar does strike there. Incendiary barrage now firing away.
Increasing defensive posture.
Is firing its way. And looks like the intersection does fall back there. Centaur pushes way forward, firing away against these Grenadiers. Over here, do have the 50 cal firing away, and Panzer Grenadiers trying to push forward with a bundle grenade to the garrison. So really wins, gotta get wiped on out. Throws the bundle, may wipe it out, doesn't. Mortar gains good follow-up shots either way. Red has gone for a Oswin, which can combo quite nicely, fall down. Flame heads up straight forward, does take a 6-pounder shot there. It is pretty wounded, so it's trying to immolate the crew. Does signal pin there, one more shot and stun for, but I think he'll be setting up. He is getting reinforced there, and guys are streaming his way on in. MP4 squad does fall back. Another super grenade on the 6-pounder. Panzer Grenadiers could get wiped out there. Gamma Bomb strikes the Buchenwaffe. Panzer Grenadiers do get wiped out now, so does the Buchenwaffe. MG34 suppressing away. Grenadiers pushing along the flank. Got the half-track and flame half-track falling on back. 3-2-3-4, the power with this fire turned on. Quad half-track usually wins this fight, but it's not firing at the moment. Double pen there by the quad half-track. Doesn't get suppressed just yet. Overdrive activated there. We do have some sort of sprint there. Could be the combined arm sprint. Sniper does get a shot there. And now Blue's going for Katusha. And it looks like Orange gone for a awesome as well, so we got multiple awesomes, which just me registered good for go for the elephant. Oh, he's acting fortified arm doctrine, so elephant is now on the table, as well as a hold down awesome. He has 8 command points. And there is a different hold down tank there from the German mechanized. Oh, he also went fortified armor. Did I miss both of them with that? I guess so. Hold down awesome is a very fun unit. Good shot there. And 600 does get the crew. Tusha running maybe a little bit forward, but looks like maybe hitting. He mostly wiped out 2 mortars there, so not too far. For those who don't know, you can't mortar barrage a hold down Oswin. So many times I had people try to mortar my Oswin, and it doesn't work. It doesn't. I don't think it does even have a chance of penning. Well, it probably does have a chance of penning, but the damage rate is more close to good block rather than reliable versus the Bofors. Ostwind and Centaur dueling it out. If going as well as you think it would. Pack 40 will make him win the fight though. And Macy Heat Grenade there. Looks like one of the players backed out of the game. It looks like that squad does get wiped out as well. I think the allies are starting to surrender. The players backed out of the game was the number of players back in the game, and somebody's seat error. Well, poor sports. Either way, as Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. I need to take time and utilize the restroom, so I'm going to take time to restart the game again, because finish off a 4v4 tends to cause some lag spikes. I'll be probably finish off the day with some 2v2s, but I just need to utilize the restroom. Let's start booting on up. I'll make my way over there. Please give me a moment.
Sega.
My apologies, I am back. And not replays, I already did that one. Spectate, let's go to a 2v2. Not the one starting 3 minutes. A little bit too much British and OKW. Try to get a bit more of a mix. Whoops. I double clicked on it by accident. Guess we're doing this one either way. Greetings everyone, and Grade here from another couple Euros 2 replay. On the south side as the British forces, we got a semicolon, period, semicolon. It's spawned as the yellow British ally, we got Jake C. Spawned on the north side as the magenta OKW player, we got Teddy McFluff. And spawned as this red OKW ally, we got William H. Harris, who selected 0 bulletins. Looks like we do have some doctrines selected on it. We've got the Tank Hunter, not Tank Hunter's doctrine, Special Weapons Regiment, as well as the Mobile Assault Regiment, versus the Elite Armor Doctrine. And the last player could go for Breakthrough, or Special Operations, or Elite Armor Doctrine. I'm leaning towards Special Operations at the moment. Volksgrenadiers with Infiltration Grenades, always a good combination. The Panther Command Paints, always quite nice, and able to support out your teammate as well yourself. Breakthrough and Explosives are nice, but a little bit have an overlapping role with Volksgrenadiers. Jagdtiger is always quite nice. Both those options to offer the Shield Officer. You can't go for Elite Armor, but his teammate's gone for Elite Armor. Gotta mix up a little bit. Got a bit of heavy cover there from both sides. Can't say how effective it is. We do have now an early British mortar. The range a little bit short there. Sturm Pioneers come for a flank. So this mortar means a little bit slow on reinforcements. Volksgrenadiers can be charged with the Sturm Pioneers. Very nice. Got the recovery sector there, but they will have trouble versus the Sturm Pioneer. Needs to focus on the Sturm Pioneers first. Focus on the recovery section. Got his teammates' forces there. Good. Focus over there on the Sturm Pioneer. Focus on that. Volksgrenadiers firing away from range. Mortar was targeting the Sturm Pioneer, looks like. Volksgrenadiers to rotate around behind some good heavy cover. And we've got this intersection. Engage the Kubelwagen. Yellow's not going for the Universal Carrier. Red's going for a 2-2-1. Sturm Pioneers and Volksgrenadiers now advancing. And got a bit of a got a hit there on the wall segment itself. It's got hit by a projectile animator.
Combat unit ready.
2-2-1 now established, and give me a moment to open up my other drink. Gotta stay hydrated. It looks like the Magenta Okuda player has selected Elite Armor Doctrine to complement his teammates' Elite Armor Doctrine. So they have a lot of Elite Armor Doctrine. While both players do have access to the Sturm Tiger, we'll probably not see a Sturm Tiger. I don't think they ever really nailed the balance of the Sturm Tiger. It's either A, overpowered, or B, completely worthless. It's more close to the worthless side of the spectrum at the moment. Very difficult to get good value from. Volksgrenadiers do fall back. Over here, Kubelwagen advance way forward, trying to hit the intersection there. And Vicar is firing away against the Kubelwagen, does back off to the line of sight block there. Now it's in vision range, does get plinked a little bit there. Knocked around the intersection a little bit. And does force back the intersection there. Kubelwagen needs to fall back, gets some repairs. 2-2-1 engaging by the Vickers K equipped Universal Carriers. Sturm Pioneers does fall back there. Volksgrenadiers cautious either find some heavy cover, eyeing for the fuel sector. Though this guy is almost down, of course, does not have the prerequisites for the Panzerfaust. Battle Group HQ now being upgraded with the mechanized battle group. Getting that research will allow him to access Panzerfausts. Mortar hits the Volksgrenadiers directly. Volksgrenadiers do fall back. 2-2-1 trying to take out the Universal Carrier. Upgrade 2-2-3 now. So if you've got this 2-2-1 engaging this intersection, something tells me we may see an AEC or two this game. Intersection is straightforward with Assault Officer, throws out a Glide Gammon.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
And quite a bit of Vickers volley there onto the Kubelwagen. Does avoid the mortar there. 2-2-3, taking a little bit of damage. Vickers trying to Could have a good opportunity to
causing
engage
trouble,
the
trying to
Vickers.
take one of our points.
Volkswagen's not popular soon. Could charge for against Senior Grenade there. 223. Firing a volley there. Does have upgraded STGs at this point in time. Just stick. Nope. Decides to retreat back. Does get the sector decaptured. Fully capturing will just delay the recapture. It's also not the cutoff sector. This sector is the cutoff sector.
Fire on that infantry!
These squads do fall back.
Grenadiers are on the line.
And up here, I got the Shroom Pioneers kept the VP. Got a Battle Group HQ deployed in the field, as well as a Battle Group HQ, as well as a pile of medical supplies, which can still be useful, even if we do have medics. Of how it can still be useful is if you fall back, say you fall back 4 out of 4 models of Obusadatsun, which are down to like 1% health, just pick up the medical supplies and push forward. No downtime. Stun Grenade does get dodged there, and the Shipun is being overran by the recovery sappers.
Anti-tank rockets on the field.
Volkswagen is firing away against hits there on the recovery sapper. Ooh, taking a nice little hit there. The Volkswagen is trying to fall back as well.
Authorized to make emergency repairs.
Volkswageners may get wiped on out. Well, the smoke was there. Good. It seemed a little bit off, but looks like it does cover right there. Could be just a little bit of desync issue.
Ready!
Do now have a squad of tank hunters. That's probably a good idea to engage these 223s. A nice adequate response to it. It can always be upgraded with some Piats later on. Let's see, both players have 111 fuel at the moment, so they have gotten the exact same build on the field.
Ready to execute.
Both these 223s could be established there. Magenta could either just deploy himself on the field to get that delicious fuel to fuel up his thirsty vehicles. Red can take time to set himself up on this mission sector there and get enough munitions to feed his hungry guns. Though, like the Opel Blitz, the 223's collection aura effect does not affect your teammates. Rolls a miss there. Does throw a gamma bomb there, does largely avoid it. Smoke there.
Crew stand ready. Team ready. Enemy infantry.
Holster is trying to back off the heavy cover there. Here, sniper. Nope, just the tank hunter squad. Shrimp Pioneers do fall back.
Reinforcements are ready. A supply carrier and weapons sections are available. Damned enemies tried to
Blue
take a
can now
point from
go
us.
for the resupply half track. Guvagen does not get taken out there. Fortunately before, they are getting suppressed by the Vickers. The AoE suppression could become back, but does hit the retreat button. Recovery Sapper taking some damage there. 6 pounder finds the 223. 223 decides to run away from it.
All reinforcements received.
Starting to hit this 223 there for the tank cutter squad. Very nice. And it is starting to back off a little bit. British players starting to decapture this cutoff sector. Very nice.
Get ready, you. This is bloody dangerous.
Blue's now deploy up 2 recover or 2 tank hunter sections. Probably should still go with the 5-man squad upgrade since it does have 2 intersections and 1 Royal Engineer. Red's not going from Obusadatsun, which should be a very effective asset right now. Magenta has gone for triple Volks. Red currently has 2. Not sure if one of them got wiped. Don't think it did. See, both of the OP players probably have Panzer authorization authorized, as both of them have 80 fuel. We're probably going to see both of them go for a Panzer IV.
have been issued to all vehicle crews.
And now the 223 does get hit a little bit there. Heat grenade connects. Smoke covers the tree. Does get one more hit and miss. So 223 will skip on there while the 223 is advancing. Trying to hunt down that sniper. Sniper is down.
Protect the flank!
And it looks like this 223 is falling back before he receives a heat grenade from that falling back squad. Looks like they did utilize the take aim ability.
We're losing a capture point.
Getting bombed there onto recovery sappers. He does avoid it. And Osasson may get wiped out here. But the Vickers got caught reloading. Probably from the aim shot ability being ended. Volkswagen is now pushing way forward, getting a bit damage from the squads, forced back on each sections. Does largely avoid the Cinder Grenade, eats some of his own Gamma Bomb there.
Company command post is finished.
And one bullet does fall back, the other one's going to be staying fighting. They think more effective at close range. Assault Officer does need to be focused down and be forced back. Does shoot back there, still tracking him. Probably good idea not to continue tracking him, not any chance for him to get wiped out. Majestic goes for his own Salasim, which also upgrades some LMG-34s. Now, do you have the Olsen squad falling back there? But Kenwood probably should keep his distance well. Can't do much versus these recovery sappers. Minesweeper there. Landmine has been swept. And 223 moving around. This 223 is actually a Veteran C4. It gets access to the Regal AT mine ability. You don't see it down here because there's a limited amount of abilities that's displayed in the replay viewer. But there is now the Regal AT mine ability. Mechanical Warfare rolls a miss. It sounded like a landmine detonation, honestly, so the landmine may have been detonated. Landmine swept, so it is not going to be... Oh, does recamouflage there. Kuberwagen or 223 does go down. Getting rid of the Veteran C4 there. Big loss there. Regal AT mines are an incredibly powerful landmine. Regal AT mines do 320 damage and does cause the full immobilization crit. Meaning, if a tank hits it, not an engine crit, not a heavy engine crit, fully unable to move. Gonna work for does fall back there.
Explosive anti-tank ammunition is authorized.
And looks like the Obasan squad does fall back.
Taking effective fire! Get fire on that infantry!
Volkswagen and Obasan moving around.
Combat unit ready.
We got multiple commando squad by yellow. Oh, that's a Cromwell. Red has now deployed his Panzer IV. Magetta's now going for his own Panzer IV. Cromwell is on the hunt. Red's Panzer IV could rotate over to engage a Cromwell if his teammate asks for it. Which would probably be a good idea if he does. It looks like Red's Panzer IV heading down south. Don't know how cohesive these two players are. Excuse me. It feels like there's a little bit more cohesion between the two British players, only by a small amount. Red, the two northern players, don't appear to have massive cohesion, but they're doing quite well independently. Which is generally the minimum you want in a teammate. Not necessarily you need good cohesion, just you want to make sure they do well enough by themselves. Because after all, team gains are more closer, like for example, I like always say, ooh, squad wipe there. Like something I like to always say when it comes to like 3v3s, is actually 3 1v1s with a possibility to support each other. Because after all, usually one player goes to 1 BP, and another player goes to second BP, and the third player goes to third BP. Add or subtract fuel points. Heat rounds utilized there. 2 more pens, that Karma will go down. 1 more pen and the Karma will go down, but may see heat grenade. Paradise Fire is turned on, and does get out of vision range and hits the recovery sapper there. There goes the recovery sapper there. There may have been a bit of friendly fire damage. Nope, no friendly kill. Thought there was. The tank hunter squads may need to be upgraded to Piets relatively soon. Does require the must-be territory. And we do have Hold Line there, but Hold Line is only affecting the sector and none else. So I'm sort of surprised it didn't hit this sector there, or some of these ones. So maybe they've been, I'm not sure why it's only for that one sector, but it currently just
Damned enemies
is.
trying to take a point from us.
If it goes to the 30-second mark, I think it is, and we don't see any air strafe runs, so it's definitely not affecting that sector.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
My apologies, I hit my microphone.
Marksman
Thanks
trained and
for
awaiting a
rotating
target.
around. We do have the Panzer artillery. That's a good round of the garrison, and the artillery will finish off the garrison. There's the strength and run. And looks like the Strum Pioneers got hit pretty hard there.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
And we've now got a blitz, combat blitz there. Horseback commandos. Can't say if got any crushes. So that's 5 kills, so I don't think he got 5 any crushes, because when I last checked to see if he got any friendly fire kills, he was at 5 kills. Good shot there, gets a finish off that squad entirely. It does save a heat grenade, because the Panzer IV was very cold. Smoke grenade there, which will help cover his AT gun streaks. Overthoughts and Volksingers Crit 4 will find some stuff. Heat round does roll in this there. Cromwell has taken some hits. Don't know if one more heat round will finish off him or not. Doesn't seem like it would, but maybe. Does take a heat grenade there. Ooh, finish off that squad entirely. Good pen there. Do now Churchill now deployed in the field. Churchills will be a pretty good counter to the Oak Panzer IV. They're highly beefy. Fire has turned on. Bosch just turned it off and starts shooting everything. Cromwell coming
An
around to
engineer
support.
unit is ready for action.
Does go for another recovery sapper. Looks like he lost all his intersections and recovery sappers. Can't remember how many he's gone for, but now he has 1 recovery sapper and that's it. Yellow has not enough fuel for another Churchill. Blue has neither hammer nor anvil. Let's go for Cromwell. Probably gonna do a throw up for Firefly. Could I have the Crocodile? Require hammer or anvil there. And does not get the wipe there. So quick hands forward, quick forward. Right wounded, received a bounce there. I think it can withstand 1 pen. Or Churchill does not take a pen spouse there.
Supply hub getter is ready for us.
Cromwell still wounded. Hands forward firing away. Stop slightly limited, just needs some scratches buffed out. Gammon Bomb or Frag Grenade there wipes out the Shrimp Pioneer. The sudden Mills Bomb is always a bit of a surprise. And we got a snare there onto the 223. Does have emergency war. Gets access to the Regal AT mines. And also will receive some boys AT rifle shots any moment now. Thermal backing off, one shot away from death. Hands forward, shirt face right direction. Rolls a miss there, throws a smoke there, rolls a little bit behind. Heat grenade needs connect. Heat round connected. Gonna try to take out the Panzer IV. Does manage to get a quick shot there, needs to keep on falling back. No heat grenades being casted there. Does turn off prioritize fire and does fire away. Firefly with good too. I do agree with that. Land mattress firing away. Getting massive hits there. Blue lost the intersection sun. As both tank hunters, so probably lost one of his regular squads there. Blue has some missions, so we could eye for tulips and be Dutch. And looks like the Parma opens right forward. Looks like it takes out the Kugelwagen. Get some good pens on the Churchill. Hansworth still has to be careful. Churchill has good armor and still has a decent amount of health remaining. Branchable smoke grenade there onto the commandos. It looks like the Parma will escape on out of there. Oop, we got a full squad right there. I think that was a squad of Volks. Obsassin, save a Gammon Bomb there. One commando squad doesn't need to fall back. Possibly getting wiped there. The other Obsassin squad just falls back. And the commandos are going to pursue a little bit. Okay, W Pants 4 here. Sniper does to get a shot there. Do now have a recon pass from something that's probably from the artillery officer. Sniper push way forward. This guy needs to fall back. He can utilize emergency repairs if needed. But he's actually out of munitions, so never mind. Commandos are camouflaged, ready for a bit of an ambush. And become bush. They are bush because they are next to bush. We now have a nice landmine detonation there on the old Assassin, forcing them back. And that land mattress is being effective. There are two of them in the field. Commandos, I think, just wiped out a Shrimp Pioneer as well. Look away for a brief moment. The power of bush.
Where do you want us?
Sections push way forward. And Mills bomb thrown. He does retreat back. Remember as well, Tank Hunter squads do still have access to Mills bomb. I remember also when Mills bomb had no minimum range. It was such a very fun thing just to drop a Mills bomb at your own feet and explode everything. Since the duration time to air is almost non-existent, it was very hard to react to. Open Assassins will fetch C1, destroy forward. When they get fetch C2, they get their actual combat benefits.
Enemy bastards! Shoot at me!
Volkswagens to fall back there. Over here, got the Shrimp Pioneers moving forward. Open Assassin squad does a bit of damage. Universal Superior has gone down.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Churchill Infantry 1 now has access to the Vigorous K Pintle Mount and to the Sten's side mounted machine guns. MG34 or Vickers falling back at the Obersassen Way forward. And I do hear now a land mattress barrage raining on him, firing away, trying to splash some of these guys, forcing them back at least. Cromwell rotating around. And it does hit the Supes of Fools immediately. Oof. I think he was trying to push forward for a barrage and found the Churchill just happened to find it. Bad luck here by Red, but overall bad positioning there by Red. He pushed that guy too far forward to the front line. Hands forcing back up off combat blitz, going for another Supes of Fools. And you also now have the hold the line active.
Ready for further orders. Back up to full force.
Commandos not propping cover, so they were not hiding there. Gavin bomb thrown. And fragile smoke in return. Good mortar hit there onto the Volksgrenadiers.
Half-track has arrived on the battlefield.
Another Stukes of Foos now deployed in the field. Does avoid the bundle grenade and decides to retreat on back.
Field recovery teams are ready to
Up here,
salvage vehicles.
Obersassen push forward. Will receive Mills
Capture
bomb.
point is being overrun.
He does avoid the Mills bomb. The full health Obersassen squad does fall back. That may have been a misclick. Firefly advancing. And here comes Supes Foos. Maybe trying to barrage over here. I'm not sure exactly. Yep. Commando's trying to advance the way forward, trying to find another camouflage location. They have found one. Excuse me.
New land mattress ready to go.
Another land mattress spotted in the field by Yellow. It's gone for triple land mattress. There's a lot of anti-infantry. Paul at this point, Yellow's at pop cap, so I was going to say maybe a Firefly next, but he is at pop cap. So Blue will be needed for more anti-tank role, so maybe another Firefly could be quite useful for him. He is probably trying to go for the Crocodile, however. Another land mattress
Damned
barrage
enemies trying to take
raining
a
on
point from
in.
us.
Schwimmfighters may get wiped out there. Does. And they're just to pull out another vehicle. It is a Jagdpanzer in the field now. Help him deal with that Cromwell a bit more decisively. Or maybe Firefly, maybe it's a little bit of both. Does have two Panzer IVs, one Jagdpanzer. Red has, of course, the one Panzer IV and the Supes of Foos. Decent from Mills bomb there to mill those Volksgrenadiers to a thin red pace. Good shot there. And 600 does find the Panzer IV getting spotted by the Commandos. Obersassen trying to hit. Commandos ambush there, gets the ambush attack, which means they get a bit of a running boost, not sprint, because they still fire and move off firing. You now have a land mattress barrage up here trying to hit that Supes Foos. The Supes Foos may retaliate. Supes Foos is retaliating. Commandos fall back. Here comes Supes Foos. Direct hit. And the rest actually framed too far there, so got a decent hit, but could have been better. Though then again, all attacks would be better. Looks like taking big damage there from multiple sources. And Magetta's not only lost one, but both his Panzer IVs very quickly. They're on fire. I see all the fire on the ground, on the grass. As for straight forward, I think I hit the Cromwell moving around. And the second shot's there onto the AT gun. Doesn't kill it off with that shot. He may be forced on the ground while attack ordering. Because hitting the AT gun is usually 100% accurate, so that could have been forced on the ground while in attack order. The Kenner Warfare does get a good shot there.
We've 100 points left.
Churchill firing away. Yeah, Panzer does get a good pen there. Churchill Crocodile has more armor and less health than a Churchill tank, making it overall less durable. It has like half the health, if I remember correctly. I'm probably remembering incorrectly. But it always feels like the Churchill Firefly or Churchill Crocodile and Aviary are always a bit more squishy than the actual regular Churchill variant due to its less health. Boltzmann is getting immolated.
Point is being overrun.
May see heat grenade there. Yep, the Icons is no longer cold. Thanks to the heat, as well as all the heat. Oberhausen getting immolated. Churchill falling on back. Yep, should just continue falling on back. Deep section straight forward. We do have close to tank hunter section there. He may have tried to push forward, get a heat grenade here. Does plink the Jagdpanzer a little bit more. Let's find the Vet 4 Panzer IV. Does throw some rounds there. Could get a heat grenade there. Does not. Over here, focusing his straight forward. Getting hit a little bit there. Getting hit pretty hard by the Churchill. I'm out of camouflage there. And Firefly moving around. Do now the Crocodile immolating the Oberhausen. And Red does go for another Stuxafus. Commandos get a nice little ambush there. Late response there from the Oberhausen. They are Veteran C3 and Veteran C4 now. And the Veteran C2 is where they get all their combat benefits. Gamma Bomb. No frangible smoke. That's Gamma Bomb. And I was thinking Bundle Grenade. Commandos do fall back. Stuxafus firing away. May hit the Commandos retreat. Annihilates the 5-man squad. I was going to hit annihilate the 2-man squad, but I think Red's perfectly fine taking out one of those Commandos. Red may need to get out his own Jagdpanzer at the current point in time. Magenta does have 2, so maybe not. Churchill does take a shot there. Bounce there on the Churchill. And got some sort of artillery being brought in there. I think it's the... Actually, I don't know what type of artillery it is. Base artillery raining on in, so some sort of officer must have brought it on the strike. Which one? I'm not sure. Good strike on the Oberhausen. Yeah, Icons is pushing way forward. Grenade's been thrown there. Gets a good hit on the Kenner Warfare. May wipe it out. Churchill now back to C3, so can now automatically repair turrets on these engine turrets over time. If they were to appear. Good damage on the Icons. Squad gets wiped on out. Just trying to open another squad. Sturmpanzers for repairs. May not have repair HQ. Red does have a mechanized HQ. Does have repair upgrade. For Red could I have King Tiger. And now the Volkswagen pushing forward with Old Assassin for support, and we've got one section squad falling back. The section squad trying to pick up that Vicano Refer, and he does. They get wiped out, however. Looks like the Panzer is largely missing though.
We're losing a capture point.
Archval advancing. Right now, the British players down 80 tickets. The Okinawan players have 337. Feels like the British players in a much better position, at least in arm composition wise, while the Okinawan players have more VPs available.
Enemy causing
But it feels like the
trouble.
game's
Trying to
slowly
take
going to
one of
favor
our
the British
points.
players' favor. Superspruce. Ooh, takes out a recovery sapper, decrews the AT gun, so great Superspruce shot there. So Red Superspruce is starting to do some good work. So far it's killed off at 13 and 7. And Red's Prince 4, Efficiency 4, nearly Efficiency 5. Now got the land mattresses barraging Red's base. Red does have a squad of Sturm Pioneers, so you can repair up the HQs. Holy crap. Yep, he lost both those HQs. He has 4 land mattresses. No wonder. I was wondering. It's like, I thought last time I checked he had 3. I thought 3 wouldn't be enough, but 4. Well, Red has been sent back to Stone Age. He has to go for King Tiger at this point in time. He does. Decrews 3 land mattresses. A very nice barrage there. I think Red should start eyeing to go to King Tiger. He can no longer play Sturm Tiger. Don't think a third Sturm Super Spruce would be great. Combat Blitz there, allow him to dodge a shot. There's also Civilian Wind. Doesn't have Sturm Pioneer for repairs as well as the Mechanized HQ. The Red's quite battered, bruised, and beaten. He probably should go for another squad of Volks in the run. Maybe there's another squad of Sturm Pioneers, but Pants 4 keep on going. But I think another squad of Volks would be good.
Grenadier, ready for action.
Does roll miss there. Receipt the pen is Efficiency 5. Heat round rolls a miss. Cromwell or Churchill rolls. The Pansvort's rolling unlucky the misses there over and over again. Does receive a heat grenade. Yag Pons is advancing. Good bounce. Vicano Refer gets a hit there on the Panzer. Vet 5 opens up pushing forward. Unvetted Volkswagen's getting ripped apart. Got a sniper hero cold fire turned on. Info Scott hold the line active in this sector only. Superscrews firing away, so they will get reviewed by the airstrikes, in which he may get hit pretty hard there. Superscrews is over here. He got lucky and avoided those guys there. The Superscrews do reposition in time. A lot of down support weapons. Land matches have not been recruited. Blue could grab some. Blue has quite still a sizable force in the field, 94 population. His teammate has 64. Jen has 67 and 59. Red is going for the King Tiger. Doesn't really have much of any other choice. Another Volkswagen in the build queue. Magenta has Battle Group and the Sheer Panzer Quarters. Can't go for King Tiger. Going for another Panzer IV. Can't work against a bit hits there. And there goes the Firefly. That's a pretty good pick there. Going for another Firefly. The Yakpanzer's cohorts will still be useful against the Churchills. Heat rounds loaded. Bounce there. Heat rounds will increase damage, not pen. Some Pioneers do take some good damage there. Good shots there onto the Kenilworth. Kenilworth does go down. Smoke rounds raining on in. And with the two repair sappers, heavy engineers, that Churchill will be paired up in no time. It can take a even more beating. Superscrews barrage raining on in. Takes the mortar and splashes one of the kind of land matches down again. Transport back on all tasks, take some damage there from the Churchill Crocodile. Another good shot there. Yeah, Panzers need to rotate around. This one's special C2, so can receive additional shot there. Heat grenade onto the Panzer IV. Good pen there on the Crocodile. Rolls a miss there. Crocodile prone being wiped out there. Heat round bounced. Got unlucky there. And throws a smoke grenade on, or a smoke round on itself. Very nice. Land mattress is firing on in. Splashes the Jagdpanzer a little bit there. Good 10 there. A lot of repairs required back here. A lot of stuff quite damaged. Red does have some Pioneer. That's a squad of Volks. There's the Vet-5 Obersatzen sprint his way forward. This Vet-4 Obersatzen's move around trying to defuse some weapons. Take some hits there. Commando's taking some fire there. Got another Volks unit forward. What little force Red has, it is quite better. Gamma Bomb and Mills Bomb wipes out the Obersatzen, though the Crocodile does finish it off. Picking out Vet-5 Obersatzen is a very big pick. Magento's Vet-5 Obersatzen pushed way forward. And Superscrews Barrage hissing them from the land mattresses, slowly whittling them down. Good shot there onto the Panzer IV. Oh, there was a landmine detonation there. Double heat rounds there. Churchill Crocodile could go down. May just want to focus on the Firefly at this point in time. It can throw us a threat. One round connect, the other one does roll a miss. Heat rounds has subsided. Let's get one more heat round there. May going to short crit there. The boys AT may take it out. Looks like it does take out there. OKW Panzer IV, Patrol 4, another hold the line active. OKW Panzer 4 there, Batch C5. It looks like it's OKW Panzer 4 is trying to pull back as well. Red, I think, just got a King Tiger. King Tiger pulling the field. Good. None of the munitions really worn to the Panzer Commander. So it's probably best to go for the Pinto mount, but it does go to the Panzer Commander. Land mattress barrage reading on him. Gets good hits there onto the Panzer IV. Let's see. I'm not sure if he meant to hit the commandos or try to get that intersection, but the commandos got forced back by the King Tiger nonetheless. That weapon just exploded. I don't think it got salvaged. I don't know what happened there. Was the Jagdpanzer? Maybe the Jagdpanzer. Mitchell is going for a pair of the cannon warfers now.
Anti-tank battery is ready for deployment.
King Tiger advancing. Destroying an AT gun, vacuum sucked the truck hood, and does roll miss, detonating the landmine there. Churchill's advancing, can't do much else with King Tiger. Does get a pen there, heat rounds utilized on the King Tiger. Does back off, back off in time. Rolls a miss there. One more heat round release fire. And which rolls a miss. Good hit there by the Panzer IV, which sounded like it was a King Tiger shot. Why is the Panzer IV attack sound effect? Something's a little bit weird there. It's making a bit more damage than the sound of more heavy sound effect than normal. Looks like Churchill does get whittled down a little bit there by the War from half track.
Anti-tank gun and crew now
Now
ready
got
for action.
the Churchill Crocodile against way forward. Panzer IV takes some damage. And the Panzer IV does go down there. Jagdpanzer Efficiency 2. King Tiger rotating around. And looks the Firefly getting some good hits there onto the Jagdpanzer. Heat rounds utilized. If he gets one hit on the Firefly, he does not manage to take him out. Heat grenade connects. Rolls a miss there. King Tiger just needs to start back on up to the mechanized HQ. Volkswagens do fall back. Got the Churchill over in this region. Got the land mattresses there. Takes out one of the Suxafus there. The other one is still on cooldown. Vet 5, Panzer IV. With combat blitz there. The SWS half track does go down there. And Shrimp is preparing that up. Got the Volkswagens pretty forward. Finds all these support weapons. The unvetted one should just stick around, cover the VP, while the Vet 5 one just starts shooting fish in a barrel. He could steal himself a land mattress. He grabs himself a land mattress. Will the Churchill able to stop him? King Tiger fully repaired. Not Efficiency 1 just yet. So no spearhead. The gun itself, if it gets destroyed, the gun goes down. King Tiger does get a good shot there. Bounce there, bounce there. Good pen there on the Churchill. Doesn't get Efficiency 1 just yet, but one more engagement and it will. Jagdpanzer fully repaired, has armor skirts, so can take another shot now. Though Fireflies do a little bit more than standard 160 damage. Do now have a land match exploding field. Gets a good hit there, splashing them down, destroys, I think, a support weapon. Tide of forces over here. Those wipe out that squad entirely. Drops an LMG-34. And grenade there. May lose a vet 5 Obsats and drops 2 weapons there. Can the officer pick up both of those? It does. Ooh. A move that officer around as well. That is a dual put LMG officer. Here comes a land mattress. And Schumpeter taking some hits there as well. Looks like the Axis players may be getting hit by a bit of fatigue. It is the 51-minute mark. And they're making some sizable, getting a lot of sizable losses there. We've now put on double Firefly. And he's affected, both of the first players affected PopCap, both of them are 90. And Square can be used for repairs or reinforcements. Great shot there. King Tiger has taken a bit of a beating there from the Fireflies. First place on 35 tickets, Axis players down to 90. Triple double capture in favor of the Allies. Gonna be triple capture. Make sure you get the triple capture, close out the game. Triple capture can help him close out the game very soon. Jagdpanzer taking a bit of a beating there. Commando's spotting, but Cannon Warfare falls back. Cannon Warfare probably gets wiped out there. Probably not.
We are down to 75 points. Unit ready.
Axis players only have a short amount of time. They have one engagement before they lose the game. They have a triple capture against them. Hold the line has subsided. He probably won't be able to play that again this game. So at this point in time, throw all your remaining munitions. And the Vet 5 Cat 4 goes down. Took a beating there. Jagdpanzer touches C4. King Tiger needs to start advancing. Volkswagen is falling back there. Sukusafu somewhere, maybe around here. Nails of Vet 3 Cannon Warfers. Slightly splashes the 6-pounder. And we still got quadruple land mattress here. Axe plays on 22 tickets, but Cannon Warfare takes some damage there. Gains a good damage there, but still got an intersection there to just keep staying on the point. I think the Axis players are being knocked out of the game now. 10 tickets remaining. King Tiger getting beaten up. There's a lot of AT on the field. And the Axis players have surrendered. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And before I get on the next replay, I do need to use the restroom again, so I'm going to take time, restart the game, and then probably finish off the game with one more replay. And hopefully a good one, because that was a pretty good one. Please give me a moment to use the restroom.
Sega.
apologies, I am back. And one more replay for tonight is the goal. Not that one. Let's see now. We have not done US today, but that seems inaccurate. No US? Well, there's US. Of course, like I always say, this is not an indication of skill, it's making an indication of lack of skill. But keep an eye on that one. Yeah, let's just do this one. Done quite a bit of OKW, very little Wehrmacht today, but we have done some. Just have not done any US today, have we? I'm about ready to sneeze. My apologies. As both the US players a little bit idle. Greetings everyone, and great here of another Company Heroes 1 or 2 replay. Spawn on the left side as a blue US player who's a little bit idle, got Servan. Spawn as the yellow US player, we got You Know Nothing J Snow. There's a lot of snow in the field. So what type of snow is J Snow? Spawn on the right side as the magenta OKW player, got X Metal. And spawn as the red OKW player, got Shinoff 9114. And blue's still idle here. If he goes... Okay, he does get in the game there. Generally, it's pretty late. It's going to be a very late advance. And plus, they're fighting against OKW. The more aggressive the two Axis... what's it call it? Axis factions. That's what I'm looking for. After all, this Wehrmacht, you can catch up pretty quickly, plus with the US. His team has gone for Pathfinders. He has gone for Urban Assault Company. We do have, of course, Yellow Blue is going for a rifleman into a mortar. I disagree with the mortar. They're fighting against double KW, so mortar's not going to be super great. Reaction squad getting ripped apart there. Shun Pioneer will get a good engagement there. Focus on the rifleman. Rifle squad did kind of shoot over there. And looks like a pretty fairly easy engagement there by the Shun Pioneers. Force back their riflemen. Quite a bit of things in the Kubwagen does get forced back. They've got a wave of riflemen. Pathfinder rear echelon squad there. Panzer Fuziliers falling back to cover there. He has gone for the breakthrough doctrine, leaving the other player to go for a breakthrough, elite armor, or Overwatch. I have good feelings going to go for Overwatch. That garrison does get garrison. These 4 windows are completely fire outable, as was this one there, so all 5 guys can fire it out.
Supply hub Keta is ready for orders.
Drone Pioneer does fall back there. Red has Red has pretty much captured the northern part of the map since Blue had a very late start, and he's still not gotten another rifleman squad in the field. Going for a lieutenant. So not only did Blue have a slow start, he's also going for a slow start. The mortar is definitely a bad call. Maybe he's just trying to stall out for Rangers, but Rangers are 3 VPs or CPs, which is quite a bit. Mortar does roll a miss there. Volkswagen is just advancing. He is taking time to focus on the wounded rifle squad, which is easy to pick that one off. Mortar nails the Kubwagen. Mortar does get the crew there, and the Volkswagens do fall back. And Los Magentas won't grab himself a mortar. Very nice. Granted, the US mortar is basically the worst mortar in the game, but free mortar is still a free mortar. Yellow's going for a ambulance. Very nice. He has 2 Pathfinders, Rifleman, Captain, and a rear echelon squad, who is currently building a bit of wire there.
A capture point
They're
is under
escaping the
attack.
southern flank a little bit. Blue's falling back there, getting battered, bruised, and beaten.
Heavy truck, ready for orders.
Going for a 50 cal now. Luck, thanks to the mortar donated, his opponent does have a good counter to it. Incendiary grenade thrown there. Captain does, of course, have the bar and the Thompson. So the Bolton is really forcing back. Captain model does go down, so Thompson has gone down. But the bar is an excellent weapon at close range.
Heavy machine gun team, ready for orders.
Boltoners may or get wiped out by the Pathfinders. But looks the retreat accuracy did save him. Retreat inaccuracy, I should say. Magella's not going for a flak half track.
Half-track is now available for operations.
Losing up pushing forward of Lieutenant and Rifleman there. And going for the mortar. I really don't like the US mortar. It is abysmal in my opinion. Magella's also going for some G43s now. Kuvagan getting pinked a little bit by the captain, or by the lieutenant and the rifleman.
Work completed. Light tank ready for action.
Looks now put by Red. I was not expecting a looks, honestly. I wasn't paying close enough attention. So we've got a looks in the field. We probably have to go to the Battle HQ afterwards. Jump Hunters do fall back there. Against the 50 cal, it should be quite reasonable. Though it does also mean Blue, he did see Lieutenant there, so the possibility of a Stewart is likely from Blue. Of course, he has not gotten the upgrade there. They're going for the double officer play, so it's actually going to be particularly good for Red then. This looks. Duck then has to be careful about the M180 gun. Don't know how effective the 50 cal is versus the looks. It's generally not super useful against light tanks, all the armor piercing abilities.
Just wasted some of our riflemen.
Pathfinders and Rock Squad there, force back the Volks, Grenadiers, and got the captain here.
Be advised, ability ready for deployment.
Volks advance way forward. Now the 6-pounder, or M180 gun, does get a good shot there.
Supply line just got cut off.
So I'm gonna fall back a little bit. Looks fall double looks? Okay, we got some sort of fancy play by Red. I'm all for it. Been a while since last seen looks play, let alone double looks play.
Deployable by air.
Does decrease both those weapons there. Looks like Magenta got a very nice flank spot of his teammate.
Infantry, suppressive fire.
Does even steal the 50 cal as well. Hands Fusiliers following him back. 50 cal needs to start running. No frags, of course, on the retreat path, and the black half track firing away. But there may be enough firepower to decrew that 50 cal. Looks like not, though. And we've got a squad of, 50 cal para dropping in for yellow. Very nice. Of course, Magenta has both a mortar and a leg now. Red right now has Double looks. Jaeger Light Infantry. He has actually selected the Overwatch Doctrine. Very nice. Follow your eye for the Battle Group HQ. It may need to eye a Puma next. And after that, probably another Puma. Then after that, another Puma. And he can either go then for the Suksufus or the Left 18. Suksufus costs more fuel. Left 18 costs more manpower. Pick your poison. I prefer cyanide.
Ready to execute.
Captain and Lieutenant center of the map there. Another M1 gun by the airborne player. We do have Bazooka Rangers.
Points are down to 300.
Looks like double Bazooka at the moment. Nope, triple Bazooka Rangers. I do like triple Bazooka Rangers. That should be pretty useful against the looks. Captain does get pinned down there. Flat cap track. But backing off does not force fire to the ground. Flat cap track receives some misses there. Does get pinned there. Frag grenade there on the cannon worker. And the Rangers do not take out the flat cap track. Mortar is supposed to do some good work there. Rangers may go down. Got two G43 Panzer Grenadiers. And it looks like the Rangers do manage to skip out of there. Mortar gets decreased, and Machetek can grab himself another mortar. Which may be not a good idea. He beats a little bit too high on support weapons. Another Ranger supported by Blue. He's lost a reaction squad and riflemen, so he has now 2 Rangers and 2 officers. Looks fancy way forward, and he can probably focus on that Rangers or the ambulance. Ambulance still alive. He does take it out there. There's been a heavy cover there, so good spot for the triple Bazooka Rangers. And let's just keep this distance. The Rangers are in a very good position there with the heavy cover. And when he got in a good position there, does hit this one, and does sort of throw it away there. Bazooka from the reaction squads finish it off. Does finish off the looks there. Yeah, Red sort of threw it away. Folks in there forward and over on the M1AT gun. And the Rangers managed to overrun that other looks there as well. So Red sort of threw away the looks there. Though the Rangers had a little bit less warning. Then the M1AT gun slowly positioning around there and taking a shot. AT gun does get decrewed there. Volk's Grenadier is starting to get overran. He starts to be worried about cooked frags from the Rangers, but that flat cap track being plinked a bit hard there and gets actually Garen down. Though the bazookas greatly helped. Blue still has its medic squad in the field. We can use the heal up squads there. Jaeger Light Infantry needs to get hold fire turned off. Does have to sprint away. As well, Bazooka's not good versus Jaeger Light Infantry. Hold fire needs to be turned off. Or at least give attack order. Now he's going to give attack order. Jaeger Light Infantry just need to fall back. Battle Group HQ right here. He's going to go for medics and probably for Ford HQ eventually. Don't think really Ford would. Blue's not going for another 50 cal. Of course, got the captured 50 cal there. Jump Pioneers got the detection ability.
Has been permanently established as a static post.
Fuel sector now being built, or fuel cache. Let's see. Yellow has enough for a major. Of course, it doesn't have the deployed field. Blue's just a little bit shy of it. Yellow's also looking for a pack howitzer against all the support weapons his teammate has donated to Magenta. That's probably a good idea. Red right now does try and go for the sheer Panzer quarters. He may eyeing for either Panzer IV or just for the King Tiger. Does force back the captured mortar. Legend is going for Oklahoma Panzer IV. Very nice. And he, of course, has selected breakthrough reduction. He can go for the Yak Tiger, but don't think that's going to be really necessary. Lieutenant getting picked off by the Jaeger Light Infantry.
Ready for action.
In comes the Rangers. 50 cal hits the Jaeger Light Infantry, so they need to fall back like there. Medics and Fort HQ has been researched. The captain not getting hit by the sheer Panzer quarters. Oops, sorry, my microphone.
Put everything on the lead element!
The command vehicle has gone static. HQ operations now underway.
OKW Panzer IV now deployed on build queue, or has been deployed on the field and going for the Pinto Mount.
Secure! This finished. Good work, men. Somebody's back to full strength. Remember, team is back to full strength.
Got a light AT mine there, very nice. It's in the middle of rubble brick, so it can be somewhat hard to see there if it does get swept.
Area's ours.
Rangers heading down south with the winter. Pulse grenades in a good position, however, to engage. Jaeger Light Infantry firing away. I really don't like the fact you just have full fire turn on. You gotta be on point from the micro if you have full fire turn on like that. And for Jaeger Light Infantry, it's just more just use a good idea, just have it a move everywhere. Rangers pushing forward. I'm going to see a massive crush here. Does treat him back for the crush connects. New soul as well, very nice. And I think a light 18 mine just got detonated there. Captain and Pathfinder's advancing. Cal hitting the rifle squad. 50 cal trying to hit the 50 cal. 50 cal could tele against 50 cal by firing the 50 cal against it. And likely the 50 cal would win the fight. Pathfinder does take a hit there from the Panzer IV. Looks like the 50 cal is being struck by the Vulcan Warfare, allowing the Vulcan Warfare to hit the 50, allow the 50 cal to hit the 50 cal. Good shot there. Barely alive. Just needs to get behind this line side blocker and try to clear it out with something. Maybe some smoke around some lag. Traveling down south over here wouldn't be half bad direction for it. M1 gun right there. He is maintaining out of vision range. And I believe the guy will escape on out of there. Up north, I got the Volkswagen push right forward. Good damage on the captain.
That's it! Keep it coming!
Rangers now advancing.
That's it! Give it to him! Keep so slow, keep firing!
Lots of misses there for bazookas. Rifle or Lieutenant Patrick Ford. Lieutenant himself is carrying the bar, so no Thompson.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out. Battalion just
Something
reported
got wiped out for
Pathfinders ready for
yellow.
action.
Can't say what squad. Looks the captain went down. I think he had a captain. 50 cal does fall back there, and when 80 gun falls back as well, I hear more shots. Force back to 50 cal there. And out here some artillery raining on in. Major artillery likely. And now the Allies do have triple capture in favor. Exploiters has 410 VPs versus just 249, so the Exploiters are still a good position. Great strike there on the captain. Pathfinder's firing away. A lot of good mortar hits there from the captured mortars.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points. We're losing a capture point.
Frag grenade there, forced with Pathfinders, but I don't think the Pathfinders will be able to decapture this point. Great mortar hit there. Half howitzer firing close range shot there, but the Panzercruisers will escape it. That probably would have been a wipe. And it looks like there was some white Fosters there when the mortars have been decrewed. The air Volkson is pretty forward. Panzer does connect on the cache. And does get immolated a little bit by the Incendiary Grenade, and another Incendiary Grenade there. Captain may swim his way into the Incendiary Grenade. And the cache has been destroyed by the Panzerschreck. Good shot there. The Schwimpioneer is going to fall back sooner rather than later. That's super wounded right now. Volkson is going to fall back. The Schwimpioneer is going to start disintegrating. Schwimpioneers may actually get fully wiped here. It's not being close enough attention. It does get fully wiped there. And now the Panzer IV rotating around could pen there the Panzer IV. And now we've got the Jaeger or Panzer Fusiliers on the flank hitting the Pathfinders. Could take out the AT guns. Not much left of that rifle squad either. Major artillery there. It's going to be improved major artillery since it's Special C2. Ooh, great mortar hit there. Wipes out the rest of the major squad. And the other AT gun has been decrewed. He is behind a bit of light cover. Though that looks like should be heavy cover, honestly. Goes out for a grenade there on the Pathfinders. Does avoid it. Right now, the air player does not have enough munitions. Nowhere near enough munitions for a P-47. Blue has not bought a regular Sherman tank. Hope we'll see the dozers. Yes, we're going to see the 50 caliber dozer. Now we've got some assault artillery being brought on the field. Panzer maybe splashed a little bit there.
The capture point is under attack.
And there's some smoke there. More smoke being hit there now. Very nice. I like seeing more smoke. Panzerfusiliers at point-blank range of the Barfinders. We got more Pathfinders to forward there. Does recruit the AT gun for the Rifleman. Those Panzer gets a good shot there on the Pathfinder squad. This guy doesn't need to fall back there. Does get in there. Bomber Blitz active. You can bring an AT grenade there. Does get hit there again. Reverse into the thing. We see him miss there. He may be able to save one more shot. Rolls and miss there. Panzerschreck's been dropped. May see anti-tank grenade there. Panzerschreck may gets a good hit there. One more Panzerschreck shot when he goes down. He does put 50 cal on the retreat and hits the Panzerschreck squad. Jenna does save his Panzer IV. A little bit iffy there. We do have a sector assault available for red. And you got the Lieutenant Volume back there. Wipes out the 50 cal once again. And could grab it for himself. Got a nice Valkyria Chronicles Jagdpanzer. I always love the Valkyria Chronicles. Who doesn't like overly ornate tanks? Take some pride in what units are playing on the field. Good hikes around there. And of course, oops, sorry, I hit my microphone pretty hard there. Not sure if there's any historical reference of having shark teeth right there on a Sherman tank, but there is actually a historical reference to put a cat face on top of the turret. That was the Chinese that led these tanks during World War II. So putting face on tanks is actually historically accurate. Or some tanks, at least. Jaeger infantry getting crushed there. Does hit the retreat button. They've got the sector assault being summoned. Good hits on the Sherman tank. Splashes some officers as well. Yeah, Konza gets a good shot there as well. Main gun is destroyed. And there goes the Sherman tank.
We just lost a medium tank.
Sherman tank advancing.
Tank support is
Oh,
here.
thank you. Sorry, I just saw some comments there. I've not been paying attention to the comments. Thank you for the comment on Rumble, and hard to find games anymore. Company Heroes 3, yeah. Company Heroes 3, I refuse to touch it. The game is abysmal, at least in single play. It pissed me off so much, I refuse to even try to look anything good about it. I mean, the single player, as far as I can tell, is still crap. Still just a bunch of skirmish mode over and over and over again, looks like. So what's the point of a campaign at that point? Yeah, Panzer does take a bit of damage there. And the Panzer does take a bit of damage there. A lot of damage. Make it wiped out there. If he would have stuck around a little bit longer, he would have got the kill. Panzer Fusiliers push right forward. 50 cal getting flanked. It looks like the barrage there wipes out a couple weapons. Here's that weapon there, and I think I hear, yep, there is the Tigra. And looks like the Jagdpanzer does take an engine crit, a light AT mine to do a temporary crit. Not even really that base. I mean, it's just when it comes to Giant Grant Games, it's a great game of great video explaining how to get people to play RTSs, or at least when it comes to translating into multiplayer, what's generally how people their course of actions when playing RTSs. They first play the campaign. That's pretty common. They play one campaign. Then a lot of times players then play skirmish mode before they actually do anything multiplayer. And since Company Heroes 3 is the campaign just skirmish mode with no real objectives, so they go from playing skirmish to skirmish, which means they don't tend to go past any farther. Then next up is of course versus AI, team versus AI, and then actually start playing 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s, and all that sort. But since it goes from campaign of playing skirmish mode to skirmish mode in that course of logic, you players don't go any further. It's designed to fail, and ultimately. Good frag grenade there. For RTS is actually pretty hard to actually convince players to actually play multiplayer. After all, he did a bit of breakdowns like, oh, here's what RTS and Steam achievements has the highest rate of play in multiplayer game. And it's usually at highest, like 10%. Not good. About 90% of RTS players don't go to multiplayer. An RTS has to have a good single player. And multiplayer games are largely overrated in my opinion, solely multiplayer. If a lot of companies have been focused on battle royales and other multiplayer only games, there's a reason why a lot of single player games have been left to squander. Good pen there. Good pen there onto the Jackson. Oh, howdy. Well, you want to see the ending of it? Yeah, Panzer backs on off, but do now the people suddenly strike it. Panzer IV has a little bit of damage here, not too much damage here. Just need to fall back a little bit just to be safe. The Pindernaut will reveal the Panzer IV, so maybe more straight up. I think one of the P4s got shot down. Panzercruisers advance way forward. There's a good damage there onto the 50 cal. 50 cal make it decrewed. P4 some strafe onto the Panzer IV, getting some damage. I think it's at 50% health. And the Jagdpanzer does fall back there. Panzercruiser is taking some damage. They're going to throw a stick bomb. Good hit on the Rangers. That Ranger does fall back. And got the captain and lieutenant push way forward with the Rangers. Rangers does get some good pens there on the Jagdpanzer, but got Oberthausen and Jaeger infantry there. So the officers won't be able to do much versus that good amount of units there. Rifles going to the central VP. The Allies are running low on VP. Sherman tank advancing. They splash it there onto the Panzerfusilier. Landmine right there, so something may find it, let's just say. Like Regency 3, taking some fire there. Pathfinder firing away. We've got the Jagdpanzer advancing. Grenade there on the captain. And the captain does fall back. May get wiped out there, but looks like not. That one guy remaining, he could probably just take it and hide supervise production of something, such as the deployment of the AT gun. Cals in the corner, but right now we've got double capture for the Allies. They have 56 tickets remaining, so they got to maintain the capture in their favor. They don't have too many VPs and give up. Lieutenant advancing up north. There is the captain up here as well, not capturing up anything at the moment. Sherman tank starting to fall on the back. And we do have actually another Ranger on the field. So that's quite a bit of mission stored on up. He does get a fresh Sherman tank in the field, so probably should go for the 50 cal, but could also eye to spam on some white phosphorus rounds. Sherman white phosphorus rounds are pretty effective. Rangers push forward. Mortar does fall back there. I think the mortar itself just took a direct hit on the bazooka. Panzer IV, Veteran 2 there. Up north, just officers kept at that point. The Icons could use better repairs. Good shot there onto the Sherman tank. And the Panzer IV on fall back there. Rangers are advancing. Oberthausen intercepting. Jagdpanzer, Jagdtiger heading down south. See him bounce from the AT gun. Rangers getting apart by the Oberthausen. The Jagdpanzer does get a good pen there on the Sherman tank. Going quietly keeps his distance. And the regular rifle squad here with the Panzerschreck. Looks like maybe got some hits there. Maybe some support there from the AT gun. True Mine still there. Captain advances with forward. These guys win. He hits the retreat button immediately upon hearing the Calliope. Very good idea. Though that Oberthausen just run through a bit of a gauntlet. But let's see, we'll skip on in there, and the Volkswagers will largely avoid the barrage. 50 cal in the region, so it's going to need some fire support to protect them. Maybe a smoke barrage so the Volkswagers can capture the northern point. Or see allied barrage there from a lag perhaps. 50 cal takes a pretty good hit there. Red is now deployed to King Tiger. Panzer push along the flank, eats a high explosive round there. Only too spicy for them at the moment. There's a stick bomb there. And there's an anti-tank rapid grenade there. Jagdpanzer gets a good hit there. One more shot to Jagdpanzer down. He had got an AT grenade off there. And the Jagdpanzer, if it connects, it will kill it. He did kill it. But here comes P-47s. Jagdpanzer take a bit of a beating. That's a good idea to back on the ball. One of the Sherpants works firing away. King Tiger straight forward. I played too much War of Thunder, and like, oh, that's a really bad angle. He can't shoot down, but wrong game. Good hit there. P-47 still flying about. A lot of hits there on the King Tiger. And these guys need to start falling back. I think that King Tiger, if he gets one well-placed shot, like that, got a good hit there. Lieutenant needs to fall back as well. King Tiger will need some repairs. He does not have Storm Pioneer anymore, so when you get another one for repairs, Recognize his Q will not be enough. He can ask his teammate for a better hand, but he's probably wants to repair up his Panzer IV first. Somebody just died there. Ooh, I see a lot of death markers. He's down one Oberhausen, one Volks. He needs to get out Storm Pioneer, and maybe another Oberhausen. Yeah, Kanza may have got a good shot there on the Sherman tank. Ack also may have got a rear armor hit there. Not too important though. Super Spruce by Magenta, not a bad idea. Yellow has decent number of support weapons. 2 AT guns, 1 pack howitzer.
We're losing a capture point.
Heads Cruiser is pushed forward, Captain Long gets flanked. And AT guns just being pursued. Sherm tank, pikes his rounds loaded. Rolls a pretty sizable mess there. And tank rifle grenade will connect.
The capture point is being overrun.
Captain does fall back away from the Panzer IV. Here comes the Jag Tiger. There goes Sherman tank up here. Ooh. You got pretty unlucky with that shot there. Jag Tigers are not exactly good for infantry, but I think the direct hit. And does get another direct hit there. Good shot there. A lot of bazooka hits there. Bazooka Rangers show a little mercy. I hear a lot of AT gun shots there. Rangers do take out the Panzer IV.
Medium tank was destroyed.
And Lucy does find the shoe mine there. Get the cow back there. Oberhausen advance way forward with a lag. Looks like a bit of dollar cover point there. Got some type of favorite Axis players. I'm not sure the light's actually going. Super Swoosh just rolls a pretty sizable miss there. King Tiger fighting against the Rangers, getting hit. Here comes the Fly through Rocket Barrage, force back to Oberhausen. Brad may need to go for a 7 Storm Pioneer just for repairs. Rangers push for Sherman tank here. Good hit there onto the Rangers. I think the Rangers are pretty stacked up right there, so again, not just a bit of a ditch there, so it made it easy for the King Tiger to fire a little bit more downwards. Nice grenade there, and there. Captain wiped out, very nice. Sherman tank falling back, hikes with rounds loaded. Everything got deep there. Hesperus could try grab an AT gun or two and rotate it around at the Sherman tank. And or Jackson, but he does of course have the Jag Tiger, which just nailed the Sherman tank. Anti-tank rifle grenade? No. Storm Pioneers engaging. And of course rifle squad as well. Looks like the Jag Panzer took a double tap there for something. Jackson likely. And looks like the Jag Tiger rolled a miss on the Jackson. 2 shots and Jackson's done for. And looks like Red does grab himself an M1 AT gun. And now get the barrage order from the Jag Tiger, which is actually not a half bad anti-infantry ability. Just a little bit on the expensive side at costing 40. And there goes the Jag Panzer. Jackson forward hits the King Tiger. Jag Tiger needs to fire some fire support. Not properly rotating over here.
Americans are wavering. They're down to 25 points.
Got triple capture against the Allies, not good. At this point, this will be decaptured. King Tiger being hit. Jag Tiger not going to be hit by the loiter. King Tiger down. Central VP just decaptured, but the Allies still have many VPs remaining. They have to start decapturing. They actually decaptured up here. Nice pair drop. Yeah, Tiger could go down. Jacksons are being aggressive. Sherman can press support.
We're down to 10 points.
Seem to capture so in favor of the Axis players. Yeah, Tiger gets a good pen there. Does good frontal armor. Rolls in this there. It is going to see the mode. Bazookas rolls and bounces there, so does Jackson. Maybe a stun grenade onto the Rangers. Jackson rolls another miss there. And Mortar does get decrued. Jackson rolls a bounce there. Bazooka Rangers is just pursuing. And the Yak Tiger does go down. Jackson goes down.
Lost a medium tank.
And now we've got the Sector Assault. Just got enough munitions for it. Live on the later side. And Shrek hits the Sherman tank. Knocks out his gun. Loiter 1 hits the Sherman tank. Loiter 2 almost hits the Sherman tank, but does manage to escape on out of there. Up north, got the Obersassen decapture the point. This guy is suppressed from the Loiter. Obersassen needs to stay on the point. Cooked frag on the Volks. And the Pathfinders or Parachute squad does fall back. Got a pretty nice bit of the Panzers there. Massive frag hit there. Knocks back the Lieutenant and the Rangers, just leaving the Captain. That frag allowed him to win the fight. Ooh, but he takes up the Panzers here. Volkswageners just need to get close. Maybe stretch creep right there to get the points to be captured. They only need to take out a little more VPs and they win. Down south, looks like it's Hanley in favor of the Allies. Lag here. Capture the AT gun. I don't think that's a good idea right now. Smoke barrage from his teammate would be quite nice. Good. Volkswagen needs to get hit. Storm Pioneers. No, don't retreat back. The point guys off there. So they forfeit the decapture. Very poor play there. Now the Pathfinder is going to use a smoke there. Red 4 Obersassen versus the 2 Storm Pioneers. Triple Bazooka Rangers there. Bundle Grenade. Nails the Pathfinders, the more important squad there. Pathfinders off the point. Central point decaptured. Thompson Rangers push forward versus the 2. I think there was a squad wipe there. Fragile smoke. Frag there. Maybe a bundle grenade here. This guy is suppressed. Does avoid the paratrooper squad. Paratroopers falls back. Bundle grenade there. Gets a good hit there on the Rangers. The cow hitting this Ranger squad there. Sherman tank here. Obersassen now on the VP. Captain now on top of VP. Captain Thompson's up and going, as well as the bar. His LMG upgrade. Obersassen gets wiped out, drops the LMG as well. The captain maybe will pick it up, can pick it up. Up north, paratroopers decapture this point there. This point's being captured on up. Axis allies are running out of VPs now. Point not captured. All points neutral. Nice smoke barrage there from the Sherman. Central point captured, so they stabilize. Southern point captured, still stable. And Northern VP will remain in Allies' hands. So VP could be decaptured. Don't go for the AT gun, go for the win. There's 5 VPs remaining. After the AT gun, it's going to get decrued by the Thompson Rangers. Rangers with bazookas there. They only have rid of the cooked frag. Magenta goes for his own King Tiger. Red should just go for a Panzer IV. He has no. Does go for a Panzer IV. He could cancel that go for a King Tiger, couldn't he? HQ up the second Panzer IV is going for Panzer IVs. Central point being neutralized. Southern point is being neutralized. And looks like the northern point will be neutralized. The unvetted Obersassen just go straight to the VP. Let the combat squad get the decapture. Center point is neutral, and looks like it will remain neutral for now. It's Cal hitting the Bazooka Rangers. He does have access to the cover smoke. And does have the Sherman here to capture the M1 AT gun. King Tiger hits the captain. Cal needs to keep on pushing forward. That could be game if you push forward. Foos Barrage. I thought I heard. Is that even still alive? No, it's not. Northern Point has been captured. Southern Point being neutralized. 50 cal will be harder to displace than the unvetted squad. As we push forward, they should just run past the Thompson Rangers, go straight for the VP. Open up Panzer IV, straight forward. You can go for another open up Panzer IV. Just get on the build queue, get on the field, get anything on the field at this one time. They have 5 VPs need to obtain. Great heights move around there, won't be able to neutralize the point. Magenta is breakthrough. He should have done breakthrough tactics. He forgot. This ability, sometimes people will just forget, sometimes people spam it out, sometimes people forget entirely. Usually at that point would have spelled game over, but looks like now 2 points are captured and looks like it's going to go in Axis victory. And that is the end of the replay. This is Aaron Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As I mentioned beforehand, that shall be my last replay for tonight, so everyone, thank you for watching, have a good